Right. Thank you very much. And again, I have put the recording on, and let's start this class or session formally. With Hanan, Aisha, Usama, and Muhammad Amar. Amar, are you joining us for the first time in this class? Hello, Amar. Are you listening me? Sorry. This Muhammad Amar. Ramit. Anyway, let's start the class. So let me share the screen and let's discuss the course contents. Previously, we were discussing about the marketing orientation, uh, the historical perspective of marketing. We have discussed the product orientation, then production orientation, then sales orientation, and then marketing orientation, right? Um, uh, right. Right, my boys and girls, I've shared my screen. Are you people seeing that?
Yes, sir.
Right. Here we were in the last class, in the previous week, and we were discussing the historical perspective of marketing. There was the marketing history and business orientations, right? And we were discussing this production orientation, then product orientation, then selling orientation, then marketing orientation, and the latest is ethical and sustainable marketing. So if we go into the history, right? So the first orientation there was about the production orientation. It stayed up to 1950, and it went on up to 1980s. You know, in the USA, it was started in 1940s, and the Western companies they were following the production orientation up to 1950s, and Eastern Europe companies they followed this production orientation up to 1980s. So there was an older concept. This is 2020 or 2021, so that stayed alive up to 1980. So it's been 40 years or 41 years of this orientation. It's been over now. Then the companies and the paradigm shift that was shifted from production orientation towards the product orientation, and again 1940s, 1960s. Uh, so it stayed in the Western European companies, 10 years later than the previous one. Then selling concept that is 1990s. Now this is 10 years ahead. So till 1990, the companies they were focusing on the selling orientation. They were hiring the maximum sales people, and the entire focus they were selling the product. Right then we talked about the marketing orientation and mid 1990s to onward. So that is the latest concept, the modern concept, and there was followed since 1990 up to now. The many companies they are focusing on, let me admit the isha also. So that is, and the ethical and sustainable marketing, that is 1990s to the onwards, that is the most modern and latest concept. So there was the historical perspective, or sorry, the marketing uh, concept or the marketing orientation of the companies. That's how the companies were gradually improving their working style. That's how the companies were gradually improving their focus of the management and organization and serving the customers, the better way. That's how the historical perspective of marketing concept is. So the next topic in our learning outcome one, that is about the marketing environment. You know, Let me check it. Here is the marketing environment. Here, the external organizational environment. That is the topic we shall be speaking about today. My voice is clear. Everybody is listening properly.
Ji, sir.
That's nice.
Yes, sir.
Okay, external organizational environment. What did you mean? Let me ask you a very simple question. What do you mean by external environment? Anybody could answer this question? External environment is what? For example, we are running a company. You're doing a job in a company. Are you doing a business, right? And I'm asking you about the external environment of your company. What do you think? What is external environment? Let me ask Aisha, let me know, what did you mean by external organizational environment? For example, you are a marketing manager of a certain company, you're doing a job, and I'm asking you about the external environment of your company. So how would you respond this question? Aisha.
सर मे बी जो फैक्टर्स वगैरह जो आपको अफेक्ट करते हैं आपकी इनर कंपनी को, मतलब एक्सटर्नल का ऑपोजिट क्या होता है, इंटरनल मे बी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को, तो वो चीजें जो उसको बेहतर बनाती हैं या उसको खराब करती हैं.
Very good. Very nice answer. Very nice answer. I mean, all those factors, right, that can affect your company's performance, right? Either, the better way or the bad way, but that is affecting. If I go further into this question and I ask the same question to Isha. Isha, what could be those factors? Right. I have rephrased my question. I mean, when I was talking to Aisha, I was asking the external environment. Now you are required to come up with the factors, that can affect your company's performance. So what could be those factors, Isha? Come on, Isha.
पता नहीं सर, अभी समझ नहीं आ रही.
Okay, right. Let me speak to somebody else. Like, who is there? Hanan. Hanan, would you please respond? What could be the factors that can affect the company's performance?
For example, another product is launched in the competition of the product that your company is giving to the customers.
Right. So the competition in the industry, that can affect your company's performance, right? Let me check who is this one. Usama. Usama, any other factor that comes to your mind? Usama, you with us? So, welcome everybody. I had a problem with the internet, maybe the class was disconnected. So everybody is on board now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So I have again shared my screen and okay, let's discuss this company's environment. Right, just focus on this diagram. This is figure number 1.2, the organization's environment. Are you seeing this? Sorry again. So are you seeing figure 1.2, organization's environment?
Yes, sir.
Right. Let me check here. This one is. So this is your company or organization we are talking about, and we are discussing about the environment. So here are 1, 2, 3, and 4 factors that could be the external environment of the company. For example, that is customer. Customers are always part of the external environment of your company because customers, they never live inside the company, they never work for the company, they never work inside the company. So customers, they are the market. In fact, your company is serving to them. And these are the people and these are the factors, that are always external. So number one, if the customers are not happy with your organization, if the customers are not okay with the product or service offering of your company. For example, I talk about the National Bank of Pakistan. That is an organization, that is a government-owned organization, that is a bank, financial institution. So the people, they don't have a positive feedback about the National Bank of Pakistan. As compared to when I compare this bank with the Bank Al-Flah, that is a privatized bank, and the people and the customers, they are more happy with, Bank Al-Flah. So the happiness of the customers or the feedback of the customers, that influences the working, the profitability of the company, no matter that is National Bank of Pakistan or that is Bank Al-Flah. That was the government owned, there was a privatized bank. So if your customers, they're happy, so your business, that is going to be grown. If your customers are unhappy, of course, your business, that would be flawed. And end of the day, your business, that's gonna face, the downturn in the sense of, sales and profitability and return on investment and everything like that. So one thing. Let me talk about second thing, that is competition. All right. So competition is, again, what do you think? Competition is always external, because your company does not operate, regardless of the industry. Of course, your company that belongs to a certain industry. For example, let me give you the same example. For example, I was talking about the National Bank of Pakistan. National Bank of Pakistan is one of the financial institutions operated in Pakistan. So there are many financial institutions. There are 40 plus banks or financial institutions that are working in the Pakistan, and they are, collectively making financial industry of Pakistan. So there is very close and very tight competition between Bank Al-Flah, between, Mizan Bank, between Dubai Bank, between MCB Bank, between HBL, between, National Bank of Pakistan, between Bank of Punjab, and there are many, many more banks. So competition, that is always outside the company. If the industry that is facing a very intense and cutthroat competition, of course, that would influence your company's performance. So let me talk about the suppliers. Here is the suppliers. Suppliers are the people who are offering you the raw material, who are supplying you the different raw products, right? Of course, your company, if that is involved in a business of, converting the raw material into finished goods, for example, and there are different suppliers. For example, the Faisalabad is textile city, and there are many kind of suppliers. अगर जाएं आप पियान मार्केट में जाएं, हमारी टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री को हम विजिट करें, तो उसमें क्या है कि हम बहुत सारे रॉ मटेरियल हैं जो एक सर्टन प्रोसेस के बाद आपका फैब्रिक डिज़ाइन हुआ जाता है, फिर वो प्रिंटिंग होती है, फिर उसकी कलरिंग होती है, और एंड ऑफ द डे एक फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट जो है, when you buy a product from the different retail outlets, that is an outcome of the multiple functions, multiple, processes. So at the back end, there are many suppliers involved, in your finished product. तो suppliers जो होते हैं वो भी company से बाहर होते हैं. Again, that are making the external environment of your company, right? तो उससे क्या होगा कि आपकी ये सारी की सारी चीज़ें जो है, इनका एक डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट आपकी कंपनी के ऊपर होता है, और ये सारे वो फैक्टर्स हैं जो होते आउटसाइड द कंपनी हैं, but they have a direct impact on your company's performance. So the last factor that is talking about, that is the intermediaries. Intermediaries are the people. Intermediaries are, are we recording this section? We are recording. Let me check. Recording is on. Okay, let me check the recording. So where's So where is the screen? Sorry, let me check where is the screen. Here it is. No. So here is the screen. Great. Let me minimize this one. So these were the few factors, and let me clear all the drawings so that. So moving towards.
सर इंटरमीडिएट जो भी है ये
Right,
आप
right.
इसको
We
क्या
would
कहा है आपने?
exactly intermediaries पे हम बात कर रहे थे. Intermediaries कौन से लोग होते हैं? प्रोडक्ट आपको जो कस्टमर है उसको प्रोडक्ट मिलता है अपने रिटेल आउटलेट पे या उसको प्रोडक्ट मिलता है उसके डोर स्टेप पे. अब ये प्रोडक्ट कैसे ट्रैवल करके आता है? जो आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो प्रोड्यूस करती है प्रोडक्ट को. फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द हेड एंड शोल्डर्स शैम्पू. अब शैम्पू आप लोग बाय कहाँ से करते हैं? यू बाय दैट फ्रॉम अल्फता, you buy it from the Imtiaz supermarket, you buy this from the city cash and carry, right? Or you buy this shampoo from the outlet that is located really near to your accommodation, right? So that's how you're getting this, that's how you're buying this. अब ये पहुंचा कैसे? अब जो Procter and Gamble और Unilever पाकिस्तान है उसका कहीं फैक्ट्री का सेटअप है, प्रोडक्शन सेटअप है, दैट इज इन कराची फॉर एग्जांपल. अब वहाँ से जो है शैम्पू बहुत बल्क में उठाया गया, किसी एक डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर ने उठाया जिसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन दी हुई थी यूनिलीवर ने, तो वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर के पास आया. अब जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर के पास आया बहुत ज़्यादा बल्क में उसका स्टॉक, तो उसने आगे दिया होलसेलर्स को. तो बहुत सारे होलसेलर्स होंगे आप कंट्री के अंदर, और जो होलसेलर्स ने भी बल्क में उठाया था तो होलसेलर्स ने आगे दिया होगा रिटेलर्स को, राइट? और रिटेलर से जाके जो कस्टमर है वो उसको बाय करता है. अब प्रोडक्शन यूनिट से लेके जो दरमियान में जितने भी आएंगे वो बहुत सारे वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स हो सकते हैं, राइट? वो होलसेलर्स हो सकते हैं, वो रिटेलर्स हो सकते हैं, और ये सारे लोग कौन हैं? दे आर नोन एज द इंटरमीडियरीज बिकॉज दे आर प्लेइंग amongst the customers in the company. So there's the intermediaries, right? Is this clear? Intermediaries क्या होते हैं? Because you never buy this shampoo from the Unilever Pakistan. You always buy this shampoo from City Cash and Carry. So City Cash and Carry is one of the players of intermediaries.
जी सर.
ठीक है, तो ये intermediaries होते हैं. So ये competitors की बात करेगा, intermediaries की बात करेगा, all the network. The intermediaries often provide the invaluable services in getting goods from manufacturers to the end buyers. So this is what I was talking about. कि जी जो manufacturers लेके end buyers तक आपका product आता है तो उसको हम intermediaries कहते हैं. Then suppliers, of course, the people who are supplying you the raw material and internal organizational environment. So now we were discussing the external environment of the company. Now there is another environment of organization that is known as internal. Internal means your finance department. Internal means your purchasing department. Internal means your production department. Internal means research and development and engineering department of your company, right? And marketing as an integrative business function. So external environment, whatever that is located outside your company, that is part of your external environment, right? And whatever that is located inside your company, inside the premises of your company, that is part of your internal environment. All that units, we were talking about the finance department, the purchasing department, the market, the production department, and the research and development department, all these, even the marketing department, all these departments are inside the company and they are making internal environment of the company. So marketing as an integrative business function, all these are the learning outcomes. We are covering the first learning outcome, and all these are the topics of first learning outcomes. So integrative business function. So marketing that integrates, again, marketing as an interface. So this diagram, figure 1.3, that clearly demonstrates the role of marketing amongst the different environments, no matter their internal environment or the external environment. Right? So that is your marketing, production, finance, HRM, and research and development. All this is our organization. So again, let me take your annotate here. So again, this is your internal organization. Right? Sorry. This is, let me again clear. This is internal organization. Marketing, production is one of the internal function of the company. Research and development is again your internal. Finance is your internal department. HRM, human resource management, is again internal. So that's your company. And all these are the factors which are outside the company. Again, we were discussing, these are the customers. These are the functions of intermediaries. These are the challenges posed by competition. And here are the supplier's job. And this is marketing environment. So this is your inside company, this is your outside company. Let's look at the customers, the current product needs. Of course, the customers, they are very much concerned about their needs, and the companies, they have to fulfill those needs, right? So the current product needs, future product needs, price, information needs, product and availability, all these are the prime concerns of customers, and customers are part of your external environment, right? Intermediaries, the quality, the demand, the price, the sales support, the logistics, all these are the concerns of intermediaries. The people are the organizations, are the network partners who are involved from production unit to the end user. I mean, they are concerned with the quantity of the product, how much stock they really need to carry on with themselves, what is the demand of the product by the customers for different products, what would be the price, and the sales support. Logistics is supply chain management, transportation and all these things that cover under the logistics. And the competition, the current products, the future products, the target markets, the communication strategy, the distribution, and the supplier. So competition means when we are holistically looking up to the industry. For example, if we talk about the telecommunication industry, there is Mobilink, there is Vare, there is Telenor, there is Ufone, there is Zong. So the entire industry that has got the 5 players, and there is competition. So they are striving for the same market, and they're offering the products and the packages and the connections and the SIMs and everything. So they are offering their products and services to fulfill the needs of the target market, and there is communication strategy. All of them, they are coming with different marketing plans. They're coming with different marketing campaigns, advertising campaigns, or the marketing communication campaigns, right? And suppliers, again, specifications, quality, quantity, logistics. Again, there is supplier. So there is transportation of the raw material towards the company. And marketing environment is a socio-cultural change, technological change, economic, or the competition change, or the political or the legal change. So your environment, marketing environment is more dynamic, right? So you have to consider the socio-cultural change. I mean, your society, your culture, that is going to be changed. We generally talk about the behavior of the customer that is changed. So you buy the products differently. I mean, your father, your mother, they buy the products differently, and your forefathers, they were buying the products differently. And the kids, they evaluate the product, they like the product, they pick and choose the product differently. So the culture and the society, that is going to be changed, because there is an era of online marketing. There is an age of digital marketing. There is an age of e-commerce. There is COVID. The society and the culture and their buying patterns, they are going to be changed. So that's how the marketing environment has changed. The technological change, same as the case. The companies, they're using internet. They're using the digital media. They're using the laptops. And the customers, they're using the mobile phones to buy the products. They are using the credit cards, plastic money. So that's how the technology that has developed, and the technology has really impacted and influenced your behavior. Economic and the comparative change, of course. I mean, the economic is all about your purchasing power. you know, what extent are you going to buy, you know, an expensive car, you know, a mid-range car, a bit economical car? Are you going to buy, you know, the expensive handset, a mobile phone, or, you know, the economic one? And the political and the legal change. Of course, Pakistan, you see that there is political uncertainty in Pakistan. I mean, there is Imran Khan, he is the prime minister. There is opposition. There is PDM. I mean, we are seeing, you know, a new story every moment, every day. So there is political uncertainty and the legal change, all the law enforcement agencies and everything that have certain impact on your environment. So that is how your companies, they do operate in a certain environment. Usually they are internal ones and they are external ones. You know, the internals, they have a direct impact on the performance of your company, and externals, they also have direct and indirect impact on your organization. So the company that is smart enough to develop a very viable and reasonable relationship between your internal environment and external environment, so it is expected the companies that could perform better. Otherwise, the companies, they would be simply relegated from the industry, from the market, if they cannot maintain a certain equilibrium between internal and external environment of the company. So that is it with the today's topic and almost half of the learning outcome number one that's been covered. So you people can ask any questions so far if you have in your mind.
Sir, can you please share the slides with us?
These are not the slides. In fact, I've opened a book and I can show this book, no problem. I can share the book or even the slides. Slides that can be made and that can be shared. So how would I share? I mean, via WhatsApp?
Yes, sir.
Okay, whatever, whoever is the CR or GR of this class, he can or she can contact me, and I would be sharing all the stuff, all things with you. That's not a problem. Let me mark the attendance also. You know, here is the attendance. So we clear all drawings, and let me stop this. Abdul, date. Okay, date. Date is today is 26 April 21. Abdul Hanan Salim, that's
मैम
present.
आपका व्हाट्सएप पे ग्रुप बना हुआ है
अच्छा जी, उसमें मुझे डाला हुआ आप लोगों ने?
जी सर
उसका नाम क्या है ग्रुप का?
एक सेकंड
अच्छा, वो भी चेक कर लेते हैं. Abdul Hanan, that's present or absent?
Present, sir.
That's present. Usama is present. Isha is present. Aisha is present. And Abdullah is present, I think. And
Sorry to cut you off, sir. Abdullah, you need to tell your complete name. There are two Abdullahs in this class.
right, this is Muhammad Abdullah.
This is Muhammad Abdullah. Students, please enter your complete names. Otherwise, your attendance cannot be marked, all right?
Thank you. Muhammad Abdullah is present or absent? Abdullah, are you with us? Okay. Abdul Hanan Salim. This present?
Yes, sir.
Present. Usama Aziz. I mean, people, why are you? I mean, your names are being repeated. Why? Oh, sorry. There is different. Let me answer like this. I mean, I was taking the attendance for Dr. Akib. This is me. Abdul Hanan Salim is present. Usama Aziz is present. Isha is present. Aisha Rahman is present. Muhammad Abdullah is probably present. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are total 5 students in my class. Is this okay?
Hello.
So you people are 5? There are 5 students in my class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so all of them are present. This very lucky class today. So I'm going to submit this one.
Excuse me, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
ये एक मोहम्मद अमार है, उनसे पूछ लें, ये हमारी क्लास में नया बच्चा है.
Amar का तो
Sir,
नाम
there are also two new students in the class, Zaryab Asim and Muhammad Abdullah Pasha. There's one Muhammad Abdullah and one Muhammad Abdullah Pasha, which is why we need to know which Abdullah is present right now.
Okay, right, but their names are not being shown here.
Yes, sir.
I mean, their names are not being shown here. I mean, they need to contact to the
Yes, sir.
administration.
So
Yeah.
I'll try to find out which Abdullah this was. I cannot mark his attendance otherwise.
Ma'am, मोहम्मद अब्दुल्ला is here.
Right.
अच्छा, अब आपकी आवाज आई है बच्चे, आपको पहले भी सर पूछ रहे थे. चलें ठीक है, आई एम मार्किंग योर अटेंडेंस.
Wait, thank you. So going to submit this. Thank you very much. So this is by today's class. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you very much. Take care. Going to end this meeting, right?